Jesus.
We are here in the GSL Code sponsored by Pepsi. You notice how Pepsi has the letter S in it?
Yes, I did notice that.
Coincidence?
I think that's why they did it.
I think that's why.
Notice that they aren't sponsoring the Code. Oh, wait.
Yes, they are.
That's okay.
But you know what you could drink right now? A Pepsi. Coincidence? No.
But they want you to drink more than one Pepsi. That's not a good.
Look at Inca's armbands. I like that. You like saying something to me? I'm like, I'm not interested.
It's reminding me of my old buddy Puerto Rican with his little armbands, man.
Those are actually, I bet that's probably pretty good for keeping your arms warm. All right, we have two monster Protoss players here who are just MC is I think.
Here's the thing.
All right.
The thing.
Here's the thing. Sorry,
there are like 6 players in the world that are just better at PvP than everyone. Nano on Huck, and then we have the Koreans, Inca, MC, Alicia, and Younghwa. Okay, these are the best PvPers in the world.
Oh yeah,
bar none. Now they each have different styles. I feel like Alicia's everything, Younghwa is strategical, Inca is strategical, MC is micro.
Yeah, I would say MC's the most micro.
He's
and then
absolutely
Inca's,
pure
I
micro.
think, actually the most versatile PvP,
He's
but I feel like you
very
actually got to be
versatile,
careful because you're trying to be creative and stuff like Inca and MC just like bashes you.
I think Inca is the most strategical in my opinion.
Hands down, the most strategically apt I've ever seen. All right, the game is loading. Is MC, our previous champion, going to pull through here with a comeback? Or is Inca, by far the most impressive PvP player in the world, going to take this champ out? Over here in the bottom left, we have none other than, I'm sorry, I thought it was about to come.
That's okay. You're excited. It's
We're
fine.
laced in with the Korean broadcast. We never know.
OJS MC.
Thank you for not scaring her away this time,
I
Tasis.
try not to. Sometimes she comes out, I just go, blah.
She runs away.
She runs.
She wakes up every night with a cold sweat. Tasis in her mind.
Over here in the upper right.
OJS Inca.
She kind of looks like Inca. Female version.
Yeah.
She does.
Inca's a hot-looking guy. She's a hot-looking girl.
Yeah.
I'm accurate.
You're accurate.
Pepsi guys down there, good-looking guys, G-Skill. Everybody at GOMTV, basically beautiful and handsome. Viewers,
Yeah.
staff members,
Yeah, man.
the units. Except for the battlecruiser portrait. He looks kind of like a dirty old man. But everybody else...
You got to be in control of a battle.
I know.
Tasis.
It's like, can you not smoke the pipe in the battlecruiser?
He has a window open.
Oh, does he? There was a lot of work
Yeah,
to
someone
writing that one.
smudged that sign a lot.
That was written with a crayon.
I think someone left-handed wrote that sign.
Yeah. Now, I can't tell you guys how much pressure's on these two. I think, oh, whoa, that is a good picture.
I like that.
Please win, it says over and over. And I can't
he
tell which
wants
one's
to.
the picture and which one's the real person.
So, Zalnaga Caverns. A map where it's going to be hard to out-strategicalize your opponent.
Yes.
I feel like Inca is a little bit better suited to huge maps.
Well,
Inca
Inca
can
might
get away with more.
He might be able to out-strategic strategize,
Utilize.
utilize.
Strategicalize.
Yeah, I think that's a great word.
Strategicalize.
His opponent, but you got to be careful because you're doing your fancy pants moves, and then MC just actually controls 2 stalkers better than your 2, and the game ends.
That's quite true. Non-stop probe harassment by MC.
You know, when you hear the probe attack, I wonder if that's what it sounds like when they eat.
Do probes eat?
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's what they sound like when they do it.
You asked the question that you already knew the answer to?
Yeah.
You trying to show off?
Yeah.
Okay, it works.
I have
I'm
real
impressed.
self-security issues. Or insecurity issues. Now the probe is moving out.
All right, well.
And every probe in this matchup is more valuable than other workers in other matchups because the builds are so delicate. And there's way more one base in this matchup as default than anything else. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so Inca right now is going for 4 gate.
I did not expect
MC is going 1 gate, second gas, Robo.
If you had to have me guess who was who, and I didn't have the player names up, I would guess the opposite of who was playing who. I'd say MC's in the blue. We always see him do this. Inca.
Well, that might be
would be the
why
one going
MC
Robo.
is doing this.
Yeah.
But hold on, I'm watching this very carefully. Adding 2 more gates. There is a 1-gate Robo build actually invented by your brother and Liquid Tyler that can hold 4 gates.
Yeah.
If he starts chronoing out some Immortals, he might actually be able to hold this. So we're going to have to see. I'm not sure if this is the exact build to the letter.
By the way, please check out my brother's show.
Yeah,
the
Daily.
Daily.
Daily, man. It's a
God,
great show.
So good.
I mean, it's not exactly GSL, which is the greatest show on earth, but definitely one of them.
It's laddery right now.
It's trying to take tasteless ladder points. It's not quite working.
No, but seriously, check it out.
Yeah.
It's a great show. All right, we'll see. Inca, I gotta say, I'm so surprised Inca did this build. I am so surprised.
Well, it's a 4-gate. You can always transition out. He is getting the 2 gas, so he does have a lot of transition capabilities. But MC's build, I gotta say, I like it. He's looking completely safe. Look at this. He has the Immortal already. He's not even showing it. Look at that. Not even showing it.
Oh, this
what
is so
a champion, baller, nerd, amazing, handsome pro player. I am so happy that he has not shown that more. You actually have no idea.
No, it makes perfect sense because you're gonna think, all right, I've got this. I'm gonna get the ramp. He's doing DTs. He's doing, something else.
Inca is actually just all around the map scouting right now. It's actually really, really cool. And Inca's actually at 28 probes against 26 of MC. Very tight play by both players. Inca's
second Immortal coming.
Yeah. Inca is actually not even going to rush, man. He's just controlling the map at the moment. An observer is going across the map, and he's going to see exactly what Inca's up to. And Inca is going for a very late robotics. So he's actually going a very much later robotics against MC. Now, who has 2 Immortals. I'm going to count the gas up a little bit here. 2 sentries versus 2 sentries, and then a ton of stalkers. All right, so actually MC is going to have more gas, but making a 3rd Immortal. He's going Immortal Zealot.
Very interesting.
Some nerd chills.
Now look inside the main base. Inside the main base of there we go. Of MC, we saw the observer get in there. He sees all. He knows all, and that's a scary thing right now for Inca.
God. A Twilight Council on the way for MC. If he gets charged, I'm just going to wiggle to death. I'm going to have a wiggle attack, Tasteless.
That's called an artosis-gasm. I just made that up. Go ahead. Write in your journal. 1 page. Thoughts. No space.
He might get Blink, though. But this is just a really weird build by MC. I've never seen quite this unit composition. So I'm...
Yeah, I sort of... This is kind of like...
Oh, Blink. All right. He is going Blink.
Oh, really?
No, I'll take it.
With this many Zealots? Wait, what is the unit count? You pull it up. He's got
6 Zealots for MC.
6 Zealots and 4 Stalkers.
And 3 Immortals, 2
So I guess he
sentries.
times out the build so he has a lot of Zealots and Immortals at the start and then switches right into Stalkers. Okay.
Well, it lets him bank a lot of gas, and now he's getting a lot of Stalkers.
But
and
at the same time...
He's going to hit a funny timing. And
Inca's going for... What?
Inca's making an Immortal and a Twilight Council. Wow. The OGS house PvP.
The metagame is actually completely insane.
Oh,
and he's
getting
charged.
charged.
Legs.
Oh, I'm just so happy right now. I just want to sit back and smile and watch this game. Here's the thing. Charged Zealots so good against Immortals. Also, Charged Zealots can beat Blink Stalkers. You have to be careful. It matters numbers, micro, several things. But Charged Zealots, basically they hold their own, Tasteless.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Very nice by MC. Snapping 3 Stalker
And he's going
nets.
around to intercept.
Yes, he is, Tasteless. And he has Blink, too, so he's going to easily intercept this. But, oh, never mind. Inca's actually been warping in a trillion Zealots over here. So if he can get charge up before this attack actually occurs...
It's not going to happen, I think.
And MC's just going to start microing against this, but charge will be up as long as he keeps chrono boosting it before any real damage could be done. More units coming down from Inca. He's going to have a lot of charge lots, Tasteless, especially if he gets a flank on here. Oh my god.
His end game might look like one giant Warcraft 3 battle where nobody gets a down portal ever. All right.
And this, oh, look at that nice force fields there.
Nice isolation, but, Inca's actually in a tough draw here.
Yeah, he is.
He's trying to
Tasteless.
micro from 2 fronts.
MC looks like he will be able to take this out.
Wow, MC.
Absolutely
Again,
able.
this is a player who wins a lot based off unit control. I think the build order was
Wow.
better from MC as well.
He actually just raffle stomped Inca, man. Inca still has his charge lots, but MC has completely outdone him in this battle, this confrontation. And
All right,
now
well, that
it's-
is actually game. There is no way he could stop the impending doom of MC's army.
GG. Wow. Such cool, innovative builds by both players here.
MC is always able to win at a PvP micro battle. And I
Except
think right now,
against Alicia. Alicia did out micro once, if you recall.
yeah, but I mean, you know what I mean. Like, we've
Yeah.
seen so many PvPs, and you can see the frustration. Inca's so good, but man,
But here he is, Tasteless, going to the up and down matches.
I think MC picked an easier way to play the early game. I think MC, or Inca rather, was trying to control too many locations at once. And you make one mistake, you lose 3 stalkers, this or that, the game's over. And of course, their 2 teammates. So he's like, I beat you, and Inca's like, I F my L. F my L. No, I mean, that sucks when you beat a teammate. But, we already seen that. It sucks. Did you know that?
Yeah, Tasteless.
Did you know that, Artosis?
I was sad every time I knocked you out of a tournament.
I was sad every time I knocked you out of a tournament too, Artosis. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I said, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't advance. After taking your ladder points. Actually, I never. No. No, it sucks, though, to really knock somebody out of a tournament.
It does.
It does.
Well, what can I say, man? Inca, he's fallen kind of far. He did not make it
he's
deep
so
last
good,
season.
but like MC's just like invincible enough that Inca's got to work on. He's got so many good.
I liked
parts,
both
but-
builds. The Charge Zealots on one base for that long can be a little bit harder to pull
Well,
off.
you know what I like about Inca's build was that he just checked and he's like, "Can I get up there?" And he's like, And I'm sure he probably knew more than what we saw because he plays with MC all the time, their teammates. But he just backed off. So many people just kind of like go in there and attack. And Inca's better than that. He backed off. He's like, okay, time for phase 2.
Yeah.
Blink Stalker. I'm going to get that before he gets it. Yeah. So, moving on to our next game here.
Kyrix Bomber. An interesting map. Guess what? That's what happens when you don't eliminate any maps, Kyrix. You have to play on Crossfire.
He's like, that's a tough map for Zerg against Terran, just because.
We've seen Zerg's doing well here recently, though.
Well, they've been getting better. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
they're doing really well, but they've improved. But the architecture of this map is pretty tough. I mean, basically, it's a narrow map, and it's a pretty straight path to your opponent's natural. Zerg does have the luxury of taking a third base easily, but after that, it's basically a nightmare. Also note that, Zergs have dealt with this by hiding baneling landmines, but Terrans just cope with that by storing about 4 scans, excuse me.
Yep.
And going from there. All right, it's time. The game is loading. It's on Crossfire. Kyrix, who's up 1. Bomber, who's up 1. Who's going to win? I would say Bomber. I want to say I have no idea like I always do, but I actually think it's going to be Bomber. But that could all change. Kyrix has been training hard. He's getting in the zone. Bomber overcoming some anxiety going into tournaments. Let's see what happens here in this GSL Code S game.